I was having a conversation with a senior bhikshuni the other day, and we were talking about how um, spontaneity and impulsivity can get us in so much trouble. It's funny, like impulsivity has kind of a negative connotation, and spontaneity is sort of positive, but they seem so similar. But it came to my mind that it'd be so cool if just like positive impulsivity, like impulsive kindness, just like radiated all the time. That'd be so nice if instead of engaging in impulsive negative actions, I could just engage in like impulsive, positive, kind actions 24/7. That'd be so cool. So obviously the Buddhas can do this without even thinking, just naturally, spontaneous, enlightened activities arise. And even before that, when we become bodhisattvas, naturally spontaneity of bodhicitta will arise, and we'll just automatically think, may I become a Buddha in order to free you from all your suffering. We engage in all sentient beings in this way, just wanting to spontaneously free them from their suffering. So I'm not there right now. You guys are a little bit closer, maybe a lot closer. But where we're at right now, for Modamsho for sure, where I'm at right now, these negative impulsive actions just kind of happen. And it's like they happen, and then it's like, oh, I can't take it back. It's too late. It's just like this thing like that. So a lot of times it's with my speech. It just seems like that that external stimuli comes and hits me, and then before I can catch it, that negative word or that harmful speech comes out, and it's too late to catch it. It's already out, so then I have to purify and apologize. And I really value apologies because I see how useful they are, and afterwards there can be a really strong connection between two people, or maybe several people, an entire group or a community. So I really value this action of being able to apologize and be able to own misdeeds and to make up for them and to improve in the future. So a lot of negative actions that are impulsive also happen mentally for me. I see something and automatically this thought comes up, like jerk or idiot or whatever, and 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 right now I can't help it; they just come up. So I have to kind of replace them with another word, something more positive, and looking at people's good qualities instead of always finding their faults. So I think it's a process. Right now, we're kind of here as ordinary sentient beings, and we want to get way over here where there's just spontaneous positive actions happening all the time, spontaneous kindness. So it is a process. It takes time, but it's worth it. So what is actually happening? Just like Venerable Deki said in her BBC the other day, that the brain makes these like shortcuts, right? Like it can sort of go bypass the prefrontal cortex where all of your really good thinking and cognition is happening. It'll skip that, make a shortcut, and just go right to the back. Is this the medulla oblongata, where our reptilian brain, where we're just like fight or flight and just protecting ourselves. So we skip over that really important, necessary cognition that really helps us to engage in positive actions. And instead, we can just engage in trying to protect ourselves instead of thinking of other people and what they want and the kindness we can engage in to help them. So I found that most importantly is just slowing down. So this is one of my main practices. This is why I really, really enjoyed our 4 establishments of mindfulness retreat that we had, and I'm still like glowing from that retreat. I want to like keep that going day after day after day because it was so powerful. Everyone was just walking very slowly, picking up their cup, putting it down very slowly, speaking very slowly when they needed to, and it was really beautiful. And I found that with this slowness, I have time to actually think about my actions. Is this something I really want to engage in? Maybe not. Maybe I can switch this action and turn it into something that's really helpful and beneficial for other people instead of, I know this action is going to harm them. So it's easier to refrain when I just do something simple as far as like slowing down. I found it's really funny that like this has been on my mind because I knew I was going to give this BBC, and then all of a sudden it starts coming up in the things I'm reading. But it's like, pickpockets. They only notice pockets, and when you're about to buy a red car, you start to notice like red cars everywhere. So I'm starting to notice this topic in the things I'm reading. And Lachelle writes in Meeting Conflict from the Heart, one of the first markers of success with reactivity is that you notice it before you act from it. So this is the first part. It's like we might miss it, and 5 seconds later be like, oh, why did I do that? Or like, oh, I missed that opportunity to be kind. And then maybe a week or a month later, it's like 4 seconds later, we notice that we missed that opportunity. And then 3 seconds and 2 seconds. And then if we can catch it like right before it happens, we can grab it before it comes out and switch it into something positive. So over time, I've noticed in my own practice that this has been successful. Slowing down and having this positive intention helps me to catch it earlier and earlier so that I can move in a more positive direction. This has been really profound for me. She also writes, the second marker of success is that you accept it rather than tightening against it or telling yourself you shouldn't react. So we can notice these negative habits, and instead of rejecting them and criticizing ourselves for having these habits, which have been going on for eons and eons, we can just be really caring and loving towards ourselves and have this strong intention to turn these habits into something really positive. So this has been really useful for me, not castigating myself and criticizing myself, but just constantly trying to move in a positive direction. Another strategy I've used is practicing this in meditation. So if I practice while I'm on the cushion, again and again and again, just being kind, engaging in kind actions, supporting and helping people, then in real life, when this does actually happen, I stand up from my cushion, I find that like in strange situations, just out of the blue, this kindness will happen. And I'm like, whoa, I can't believe I did that. Like a year ago, I was, fighting with people, and this really would have made me angry. But for some reason, I can see the efficacy of our practice, and spontaneous, kind actions will appear. So it's good to see that that positive reinforcement, and to see that things are actually working, and we can keep moving in this direction. So we create this habit, and we keep moving and reinforcing this habit, and become stronger and stronger, and it becomes easier to do. So instead of fighting against it, then it becomes more of like a natural part of our life, which is really like heartening for me. I can see it in the community members around me, and I can see it in my own life. So it gives me a lot of encouragement to keep going. I had to practice for a while that I continue with, where I set an intention for the next day. If there's not something specific that I want to engage in, then I'll set the intention that may I notice opportunities to engage in positive actions, and notice when I want to engage in negative and catch them before it's too late. So with this intention in mind, I feel like it carries over into the next day. Even if I can't remember it consciously, then on a subconscious level, I have this strong intention. I want to look for opportunities, and then I might notice them when they've already passed, but then I set this strong intention again and again, and I can catch them earlier and earlier. So this has been really positive for me. It's been really helpful in my own life in creating a more harmonious community and society, and reducing my afflictions, and hopefully that's been good for you guys too. When Gyatso's not so afflicted, then it's a more peaceful place to live in. Yeah. So we can all engage in this, and we can make steps towards enlightenment day after day, helping and supporting and loving each other until we're all Buddhas.